All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to Tez Talks, episode 5 with my friend, the man, Matt Borg. Welcome in.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You know what? I was so excited for this podcast today because me and Matt have known each other for so long. It's probably been like 5-6 years, I reckon.
At least minimum.
5-6 years. And I've known Matt since GTFU. He's known me since Toxic Tez. So being here is like a full circle moment. We've both achieved so many great things. We've both been through a lot of ups and downs. So being here and being at a point where we're both, doing really well in what we do in social media, Matt in health and fitness and social media and marketing, and myself similar. It's just good to have a conversation and catch up from, all that time ago till now. So Matt, welcome to the podcast. I know you're a very busy man, so thank you for being here. Tell me, how are you?
I'm good, bro. Good. Been very busy.
Yeah.
There's always something happening, always movements. But feeling good, healthy, happy. Yeah, can't complain, bro.
That's
and it's a beautiful sunny day as well. So no complaints, bro.
The crazy thing is we both started TikTok. I think I started TikTok maybe like a month before you. And we were both going through the TikTok journey together. I unfortunately got banned because I'm just a bit ruthless. I'm a bit savage. And Matt continued and grew so quickly with his content, amazing content as well. So motivating and uplifting, and has really changed people's lives in terms of attacking the gym and just, helping inspire people in life. So how did all that start? How did those videos begin? How did you find your niche like that?
So it started off with like just posting videos on Instagram, just like literally dreaming up before the gym. I had the Monster in my hand. I wasn't saying anything. And then there was an activewear brand that I co-founded. I've recently exited that. But I was posting these videos, subtly promoting it. I never mentioned it, but I was just wearing it. And then I literally, like, how they say consistency, blah, blah. It's true. But the first videos what just blew up for me. So the first one that I ever posted just absolutely took off. And then from there, it was just literally a consistency thing. So it was every single day I would post it. And at the start, I think I messaged you so many times, bro, where do I put the subtitles? How do I do it? And then, I just literally just was consistent as hell with it. And, fast forward however many years now, a couple of years, 3 years, whatever, it's just completely, blown up. The first year was crazy, the growth. But, like when you see the messages you receive, helping people, from what takes me 20 seconds in the car to do, and I G up from it, it changes, saves people's lives. It's crazy. So I just continued rolling with it. And now turned it into, monetized it. And now I coach people with whatever they're going through. And yeah, it's the best, bro.
So your motto is GTFU. So G the F up.
Yeah, G,
right?
yeah.
And what does that mean? Because we have an American audience too, so they don't know what G up means. So do you want to explain what that means?
Well, they messaged me thinking it's get the fuck up. So in Australia, G up is like you're getting like up and about, like you're getting excited. You're, before the gym, you pump some tunes on and you're just like trying to get in that mood. It's just that. Like I just encourage you to, like, bro, everyone's too serious, bro. Like, fucking have fun. Like, just G up, have an energy drink, bro. Go smash some weights, have a smile on your face. Just be happy, bro. That's it. You know what? We're all going the same place. So, yeah, have fun.
Bro, your account grew so much. Like, I think you're on almost 600K right now.
I think it's
maybe more than that.
Bro. I don't know.
But I've seen like over 50 million likes.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
Insane like statistics. And I'm so proud to see that, man. You're the only person in Australia that I know that posts content like that screams into the phone and, gets everyone uplifted. You must get so many messages from people thanking you and like giving you their story or telling you how you made their day. Do you get a lot of messages like that?
A lot. There's those that I make their day. I've helped them through a really tough time, whether it's a breakup. Obviously, the type of content, I'm not necessarily going, like, I'm good. I'm completely fine. I'm happiest I've ever been. But, there was a point once where, you go through tough times like that and everyone goes through a heartbreak in their life at some point. And the messages I get are mostly from them. But I've had, and I'm sure you would as well. I've had messages of from people, saying that I've changed their life. I've saved their life. They're the really heartfelt messages though. But, like I said, from what takes us 20 seconds that we enjoy can literally change someone's life. And that's yeah, it's crazy. You overthink it, or so you don't think probably too much into it. But it's just, it's insane. It's crazy.
People
Fucking
probably
crazy.
think we live in our cars because we just post all of our content
Literally.
in the car.
Literally, bro.
I love it. It's so funny.
Nah, it's cool.
But what is something that I really admire is you're able to create a platform, but then from a business perspective, able to monetize it. So now you're also an online coach, right?
Yeah.
So
correct.
tell us, how did you get into, first of all, how did you get into fitness, and how did you, were you always a sporty kid? Did you play any sports growing up, and why did you choose to go all out in the gym?
Yeah, so I was playing sport from like a little kid. Was like Oz kick, and then did soccer for a little bit, and then I had a bit of a break, and then I decided to go back to football. And then from when I started back at football, it was just non-stop. I was just committed to it to the point where like I didn't even get a job till I was like almost 18, because you want to get drafted. So I was close. I did get told a couple of like clubs were looking, but
So that was your goal, to get drafted to AFL?
Yeah, that was the goal. So missed out on that, which is okay. It's life. It happens. It's very, very hard to get in. So hats off to all the AFL players that do make it. But then sort of went to VFL for a little bit, and then just injuries, bro. So once the injuries happened, I just went all in on gym because it's the only thing that I could do because I injured my shoulder. And I was coaching before that, whether it was face-to-face first, and then I moved into online space. Then COVID happened. And then I transitioned the business all online. And then from there, it was like do 8-week challenges, just coach online, whatever. The challenges blew up. And then it went sort of stagnant for a little bit. And then since TikTok blew up, I always figured out, because, Australia, bro, we don't get paid. Us creators don't get paid.
We don't have a creator fund in Australia, no.
Which sucks, but it is what it is. So it was like, how do you monetize from here? Sometimes like my content especially is very niche. Like you said, I'm the only one in Australia that does it. I've seen other people try to do it, but like,
no.
Sorry, bro, but like it's not going to happen.
The goat of inspiring.
Yeah, it's not going to, like, in the most humbling way, ego aside, it's not going to happen, bro.
But do they say GTFU as well in their
They
videos?
don't, but you tell like they're using the same words, because it gets sent to me, bro. I get tagged in all the time, and they send it to me. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to start any drama, any beef or bro. They're trying to inspire the people, and good on them. But yeah, like it's very niche. So to work with brands, it's going to be hard. So that's why obviously I had my own brand at the point at that time, and monetized through that, did really well. And then I'm like, well, how can I help people? Because obviously a lot of people are messaging me. How can I get them on board and coach them?
And you're obviously giving free advice as well at the time, because you didn't have a proper coaching platform at that point.
Yeah.
So you were just giving out for free. So you did go through the stage of helping people and giving out free information and stuff. So
correct. So now I've been able to, and I'll still always do it because I genuinely love doing the videos. Like I said, it G's me up sometimes as well. But now I'm able to sort of transition that and get them on board with coaching. So now there's a link in the bio. People can jump on calls with them. And I've got like a nice decent sized community, which is awesome. So, and
what type of people do you work with? You work more with athletes or just general population?
It's more gen pop. Yeah, more general population is like the people that I work with. I do have athletes. I've got a couple of AFL players, but I just gen pop is my sort of niche. I don't want to coach people to stages and stuff. Like there's people that do really well at that and focus on that. And I would just always refer out. Like I've got a few people that I just send clients to if I need to, but gen pop, I'm your man.
Yeah. And where do you see yourself, say 5 years time with GTFU? What's the bigger picture? What's the final goal with, your coaching brand and any other brand that you want to create? What do you see yourself?
With GTFU, I'll ultimately, Adam Sullivan, EBT training, he's set the standard. So the ultimate goal is to get to that type of level. And with my platform, I don't see why there is any reason I can't get it to that level. I'd love to, build my own app one day where I can service a lot more people worldwide, because obviously my platform is worldwide. I've got so many international clients. So it's building something like that where I have, all these qualified people underneath me that help in the brand, in the app, deal with people on a day-to-day basis. That's the ultimate goal, and essentially be the face of the brand. In terms of other projects, bro, I don't know yet. There was a point where in my life where I was going to come out with an energy drink.
That would be pretty fire because obviously you promote Monster a lot.
Yeah, which I've now started to pull back on. But yeah, I trademarked everything. I did all my designs and I was just about to pull the trigger. And then I went through something, pretty big in my life at that point. And I just needed to focus on getting through that. And then that's when I put it sort of on the back burner. So
is it something that will, do you still want to kind of work on that? Is that something you still want to work on in the future or no?
Look, I haven't said no to it, but I'm at that.
I think it's a really good idea.
It's awesome. And I know it would do really well. It's, people beg me for merch.
Yeah.
And I just haven't done it yet. So I feel like it's something that would be pretty cool. But then you got, people like Adrian Portelli that throws, their pocket change of millions and millions of dollars into an energy drink and, they can take it wherever they want. So it's always like, that risk to reward. Is it worth putting in that effort? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do. You want to make money from it.
100%.
So I think what I'm doing now, bro, and just focusing on GTFU coaching, that's sort of where my head's at and just building that. Everything else, like all the other investments and stuff, like they're just on the side stuff. So
of course.
That's the focus for now.
Definitely. I think sometimes we want to do so much because we're ambitious guys, right? We want to do so much. So we're trying to do 50 things at once, but you're not mastering anything.
Correct.
So sometimes it's better just to kind of, prioritize things and just go all out on one thing so you can build that up and then just take one thing at a time. It's very hard because, sometimes we get bored of doing one thing all the time. We want to do different things, but yeah, it's always good. Go all out on one thing, build that, get it to a point, and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So I feel like because what fulfills you the most, what fulfills you the most is seeing people happy, helping people, and, bettering people. And I feel like that comes from someone who has been through rough times, has been through a lot of shit in their life and doesn't want other people to feel the same thing. So what do you think was like the turning point in your life that was like, it just kind of made you glow up and made you better? Like for me, for example, was a failed relationship. That's what kind of made me into the man I am today. What do you feel like was the point in your life that turned you from a boy to a man?
There was 2 points in my life that did that, or maybe a couple. There was the first point was my parents splitting when I was very, very young, which I don't talk about often. And it is one of I've been more open about it. It is probably one of the biggest fears that I have is being part of a separated family. So it's the last thing that I ever want to put my own kids through. But my parents are great. They're amicable. It's amazing. That was probably one point because then I was obviously, although my family was good and I'd see dad every week, I was at home with my mum and my sister. So it's like you're a kid, but you're the man of the house at the same time. So there was that. I feel like that was a pivotal moment in my life. The other one was, which was the big thing, was going through, a heartbreak as well. It was the first heartbreak that really affected me. I saw a side of myself that I never want to see again. And that I buried that boy. In that moment, I buried that boy. And then I became a man. The next point was a business thing. And it was my dad. He had an honest conversation with me and there was a number that we had to hit. And for 6 years, I couldn't hit it. And I don't know what happened this one day.
Like a financial figure?
It was a client figure.
Oh, okay.
But of course, you aim for a client figure and then things change. And for me as well, that was again a moment of a kid just talking about what he wants to do and actually just fucking going all in and doing it and achieving it. So that was another pivotal moment as well where I, became even more of a man. But it was that relationship one, that was the big one.
I'm telling you, for a man, you need to go through, I'm sure you went through rock bottom with that, emotionally, spiritually. How do you feel like you got out of that? How did you say to yourself, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I'm going to be better and I will be better. What was that journey like? How did you get out of that?
It was a lot of back and forth for me in terms of being in my own head. Sleepless nights, not eating. And it was how long can this go on for? You feel scared to fall asleep at some point. Cause it's fuck, you just get scared. It's weird. Cause then you sleep and you start thinking, dreaming. So it was that point where I'm just this can't go on forever. All right. This person has to move on. I have to move on. And I can't feel sorry for myself. No one's coming to save you. And it's what I try and preach in my videos as well. You've got yourself to fall on. That's it. So it's either you allow yourself to be broken, or you go, okay, this is another challenge in my life that I need to now step up on, and do whatever it fucking takes to achieve that. And for me, that started with prioritizing myself, my happiness, my health, and that's where that turning point was for me, where everything just changed drastically. I got in fucking shape. Mentally, I was unstoppable. Business started doing well. It was like rock bottom for a good 3 months where I struggled. It's like you try and climb and then you slip. You try and climb, you slip. And then one day
when you say you slip, was it going back, or was it in what way were you slipping, you feel like?
Just in your head. You have a couple of days and then you just break down. You just think, or the worst part is when people try and tell you things and they try and say, oh, this person's done that, or like whatever. So I just learned to block out every bit of noise that I was getting, and I just dialed in on Matt. That was it.
So what advice do you have for the males and females out there going through a breakup that are, going through a rough time? What advice do you have for them? And what are some tips that you could give them in, how to better themselves or get out of their little rut?
Feel what you need to feel. Don't suppress it. Drugs and alcohol isn't the way to go. Fix you. So work on yourself, your health, your body, your mind. That's what I would encourage anyone going through something like that to do, because it doesn't last forever. It's just, it's like I said, it can be a real pivotal moment of your life, and that can turn you from, whoever you are to the greatest version of yourself you could possibly ever be. But you have to do the work to go through the pain, and then that'll make you stronger. It's like going to the gym. We train our ass off, we put ourselves through so much pain, but we reap the reward of it later because we're stronger, we look better. So you got to go through the shit. So feel what you need to feel, but just know that it's in that moment. You'll just feel like that. Do the work to get yourself out of it.
I think it teaches you resilience.
Big time.
And I've mentioned this before, but it builds a callousness in your mind where if you keep going through hard times, then eventually they're not going to phase you because you've been through so much worse. So nothing's going to phase you. And I feel like a failed relationship or a negative point in your life can either make or break you. Some people deal with, heartbreaks with drugs and alcohol and gambling, and others deal with it with, going to the gym, bettering themselves, making themselves successful financially. So pick your poison, you know what I mean? You can either go downhill or you can either go uphill, and they're both hard, but you just got to pick.
Yeah, correct.
You do so much, bro. You go to the gym, you have multiple brands that your brand that you're working on, obviously family. So how do you stay motivated? Do you believe in motivation or do you believe in discipline?
Discipline. Motivation's a feeling. It's merely just a feeling. And I tell my clients this all the time. You're going to have moments, bro, before the gym. You fucking G up, you crack open an energy drink. That's motivation because you just get yourself in the mood, but it's a feeling. So your goals don't give a fuck how you feel in the long run. They don't care. No one actually cares how you feel. So it's discipline. That's what should drive you every single time. Motivation will come, motivation will go. You're not going to be motivated to get up in the morning and at 4:30 a.m. go gym, but your discipline will get you up and get there. So discipline over motivation every single time.
And all those gym sessions, they're never going to be 100% because there's going to be times where you feel like shit or you're feeling weak or you're going through an injury, but showing up is the hardest part. And sometimes you're going to have to be a shell. You're going to have to be a bit of a robot. But if you can get through those times and look back and feel like, I went even though I felt like shit, then you're going to feel better because you know that you didn't slack off.
No, exactly. And I tell my clients all the time, I say, you're never going to walk out of the gym and be like, fuck, I shouldn't have come here today. You're going to feel great when you walk out. Walking in is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Walking out, you'll never regret.
100%.
You'll never regret walking out of the gym.
Do you ever feel burnt out?
Yeah.
And how do you deal with it? What are your ways of recharging?
This is a great question. I spoke about it with a friend last night because that moment in my life, I sort of learned to suppress things and keep things to myself. So
as a lot of men do, we keep things to ourselves. We bottle things up.
Yeah. And bad at it now.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Probably should talk a lot more.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a great question.
Like you go to Bali as well. Like that's a bit of a way of you for recharging, right?
Yeah, like I try and I love being around my friends and family. That's something that makes me happy and you know, has a lot of purpose in my life. I love giving, and I I positively blame my dad for this, but my dad's always been a giver. You know what like what they say, when you you know, when you do well for yourself, you become more of what you already are. If you're a piece of shit, you're going to become more of it. If you're, you know, a giving person, you'll become more of it. Money will just make you more. So
Exactly.
you know, doing well, I like being around them, and I like to, you know, whether it's just going out for dinner, but I'll shout at everyone. That makes me happy. So that's how I get through my burnouts, by just being around people that I love and care about, and seeing them smile. Them putting a smile on my face is me getting through my burnout. But like I will go ghost for a little bit. Like it's just,
You gotta be MIA.
yeah, I do.
I think sometimes we need that.
Yeah.
Especially because we have the pressures of being on social media. People rely on us for motivation. People rely on us for inspiration. So they're not used to us seeing us in different states. They see they see our socials and they think we have to be like this all the time. And I think that's what comes with the pressures of social media. Do you feel that pressure or anything like that?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
what pressures do you feel from social media? Like I need to post every day. I need to make sure like I'm, you know, high energy every day, because it's impossible to be high energy like that every single day, every single hour, you know?
I think it's the constantly showing up. It's the having to, again, people look at me and probably go, I'm the most motivating guy out there other than fucking David Goggins. Like, but it's not, I'm not, bro. Like, it's just, that's the reality. I'm not. I can be a shitty person in a shitty mood or whatever. Like, so feeling as though that pressure of having to constantly, you know, show up with a smile.
Especially as a coach too, because obviously you have people to attend to.
Yeah.
So sometimes they're feeling like shit. You have to motivate them.
Yeah.
And that costs you your emotional energy. So sometimes I'm sure like after a long day of, you know, clients and stuff, you must feel a little bit like, damn, I feel a bit like my energy's like, I'm wrecked. Like I need to recharge my social battery. You feel like that?
Yeah, 100%. That's why like on a weekend or whatever, I'll try and like put the phone away, try and not get to any messages. Sometimes it's hard, bro. When you run a business, it's like you're constantly thinking about what to do, how to do it, you know, make sure they're all satisfied. So yeah, it's nonstop, but I do my best to, especially on like a Sunday, just shut off.
Yeah.
Do things that fulfill me, you know, go to a market or catch up with mates for a coffee or see family, whatever, things that will recharge me, then I can be present. But without that, bro, like there's been days, but you know, you go to sleep at midnight after a massive day and you're up again at 4:30 because that's the cycle. You got to do what you got to do.
That's the cost of success. We have
Correct.
to kind of be unbalanced for a while.
Yeah.
And then when you get to a certain point, then you can kind of be a little bit balanced.
Yeah. But until that point, bro, it's just like, just grind. Just grind. Do whatever it takes to get to where you want to get to. Because like, again, we'll thank ourselves later for it.
100%.
But this is what, you know, separates the people who become really successful and the people who just talk about it. You just shut up and you do the work. It's simple as that. You need to, you just got to fucking just throw yourself out there and just do whatever it takes. Doesn't matter whether, again, motivation. No one gives a fuck about it, bro. Your goals don't care.
100%.
It's the discipline. It's knowing where you want to get to and not stopping until you get there.
In terms of social media, if someone came to you and asked for a piece of advice, what advice would you give them? If they wanted to create a social media following and they wanted to, you know, be massive on TikTok and stuff like that, what's some advice that you would give someone?
Do what fulfills you. Bro, we know. We've had so many of our friends, family, people, you know, they make fun of you or they go like, why are you making those videos? They're cringy or whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Or the people that see you out as well.
Right.
It's been positive. It's always positive when people see you out.
When people see me out and they ask for photos or whatever, or they just say, hey, I love your videos, that's the best thing, the best feeling in the world. And it's crazy because a moment like that makes you realize this is worth it. Like this is actually worth it. Because we don't know, bro. We post and we put our phone down.
Especially because we're very humble people and we were the same people before we started social media. So then now it's like, we still don't kind of understand like, oh, like, you know, we got big social media followings. So then when people are always good to us out, it's like, fuck, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice, bro. Because our friends look at us as the same.
Yeah.
Like, bro, 4 years ago, we had nothing.
Dude, we
like
were,
literally.
guys, for the guys that don't know, we were at HelloFresh, freaking the warehouse, packing boxes together.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's crazy.
In a like negative 10 degrees warehouse. It was freezing, remember?
Gloves on, vests on, trackies, everything, bro.
That was crazy, guys. We're literally in a warehouse together packing boxes. And now we have combined 1 million followers, social media following.
More, bro.
More,
crazy.
yeah, probably more. It's crazy, man. Life is
Life's a journey.
how
bro.
life changes and how time flies. Because I still remember like that was yesterday, with all of us boys packing boxes and stuff like that, scanning. And
Yeah. Fuck, we used to run amok there.
That
But
was
like,
nuts.
again, it's like, it's a journey. It's a journey of life, bro. Like everyone sort of, as we know, bro, we don't see each other every day.
Yeah.
We're chatting here and there, but everyone's busy now. When you focus and you're so driven on one thing, sometimes, you have to unfortunately, unintentionally pull back from, 5 years ago when
100%.
you're younger and everything's more of a joke of fun. It gets serious as you get older and you realize you got to put all the effort in now to achieve what you want to achieve. And unfortunately, it means that, you don't get to see your mates or chat to them as much as you once used to.
Yeah.
Especially for the younger generation. Like, enjoy it now. Because as you get older, bro, like people will fall off that train. People will get off. But if you can stay on it, bro, the ones that you've always were on that train with, you'll there'll be a full circle moment.
You
like
realize
this.
who your true friends are, like those people who you can pick up where you left off. Like, for example, we haven't seen each other in like 2 years or something, yeah? We always talk and stuff here and there, but it's like we picked up where we left off, you know what I mean?
Literally.
Those are the best types of friendships.
Yeah.
The ones that get jealous and get envious and get pissed off because you're not seeing or talking to them all the time. Those are the ones it's like, man, like you got to do your own thing. I do my own thing. And then like, that's just life sometimes.
Yeah.
Some people get left behind.
And it's okay though.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. You can't expect to, put in all this effort and then they're just not going to catch up. It's okay, and that's okay, bro. Maybe they're just stuck in their ways. People enjoy that type of lifestyle. It's okay. But you're going to come across a lot more other people that are in similar mindsets and have similar drive to you. And again, some mates will stay on that train. Doesn't matter. You might not be in the exact same position, but as long as you're on that train, you got the same mindset, bro. Those people will always be around. But unfortunately, yeah, people fall off, and it's okay though. All right, so don't feel like you got to be stuck with the same friends, or if they're not growing up and you feel like they're holding you back, let go. It's simple.
Yeah. How important is your friendship group to you in shaping you who you are today compared to a friendship group that you've had like, when you were young?
Look,
and how important is it to have good people around you?
It's super important. I'm very grateful in terms of like people who have always stuck around, are there. Majority of them are still there. But a lot of people understand like my type of work ethic. And if you don't hear from me, it's just because I'm just working. Like it's simple as that. It's
Nothing personal, obviously.
Nothing personal. But they don't take offense to it, and it's important. So yeah, a friendship group that understands is crucial. It's important because it can literally throw you off. You have one wrong comments made to you, and it can completely throw off how you're feeling, what you're thinking, what your drive is for that day. So yeah, picking your friends is super fucking important. Who you hang around with is incredibly important. You're the average of the 5 closest people you hang around.
Do you feel like now, because you're at a certain point where you're doing really well, do you feel like there is envy from like past people or people you come across sometimes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
In all honesty?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel that? Is it like from slight comments or like, hating or,
just lack of support. And we both know this, bro. Like
from friends or like from people that have been in your life. Yeah.
Friends, people that have like past, present. It's a lack of support. So, and you know it, bro. Everyone sees everything. We all see each other's posts. Yeah, you might get busy, but I guarantee you, bro, everyone sees everything. What's that saying? You get why do we get more views on a story than we get likes on a post? Everyone sees everything, but not everyone wants to support you. So that's okay. You just remember it.
And then support doesn't have to always mean purchasing something.
No,
it could mean like a like or a comment.
And it's free. It doesn't. It costs us nothing, bro.
What's crazy? There's a quote. It's like your biggest supporter could be a stranger.
Yeah,
compared to like just a friend or a family member?
I get more likes, comments, shares, messages from strangers than I do from friends.
Same. I
And
definitely can relate.
It's crazy. Like but again, that's life, bro. That's life. Again, you know who's in your circle, you know who's got your back. And that's all you sort of need to focus on.
Having like a solid, those 2-3 people like is much better than having 50 fake people around you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because your true friends are always going to keep you in line and they're always going to help you whenever you need.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly right, bro.
Have you ever dealt with like, because your posts are so positive, so I don't see how people can hate on you or troll you, but do you get any haters or trolls and stuff?
Yeah, get a little bit. Not as much as, someone creating funny content or anything like that. But yeah, you get people saying like, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, now I always used to ignore it. I don't know what's happened, bro, but as of late, I'm like,
you lose patience, yeah?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna start interacting with it. So yeah, now I'll respond, or it's always, it's innocent on my end, but it's like, just trigger them a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're already triggered for some fucking reason. You may as well trigger them that little bit more, bro.
Honestly, I do the same thing. Like I used to I'm like, whatever, I don't care about hating and trolls, whatever. Sometimes I get like, if I do any like toxic posts on my Insta or TikTok, I've always got a few Karens that like to say stuff. And I just fuck with them in the comment section, man. I just have a laugh. It's the best.
But you know what, bro? It's more comments on the post.
Yeah.
It'll shoot it out a little bit more because people are now interested.
Boost the algorithm.
That's
Go
right,
ahead.
bro. Go ahead. Yeah. Let's chat, bro. Let's chat. We'll just talk to the comments.
100%. What's the funniest DM that you've gotten?
Funniest. I wouldn't say it's funny, but
Like
actually,
something crazy.
someone's like gotten "G the fuck up, baby" tattooed on them.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
With the little devil?
Nah, not with the devil. Just literally just "G the fuck up, baby." And I got it
Wow.
sent to me, and I was like, surely not. I was like, this is mad, but surely not. Like, not even I would do that.
That's pretty mad.
But it was that was pretty cool. You get obviously, some people don't. People like to be a bit explicit.
Yeah.
In hopes that they'll get a response, but they don't. But I'm sure you get it as well.
Yeah. Something like that.
But yeah, otherwise, like I said, majority of the time it's all fucking positive shit that I've just helped them. And that's the best thing because it just drives you to keep going.
Yeah.
So
One creator or content creator that you'd like to collaborate with, which one would it be?
oh, this is good. In terms of worldwide, I'm not too sure. There's a guy, I can't remember his name. He's a Gymshark athlete. He does those videos in the car as well.
Yeah, I know his name. He's Italian as well.
I think so, yeah.
He's Italian. Yeah, he's crazy.
He does the alarm bells or whatever.
Yeah, he's
that would be
crazy.
cool to do in the car. Otherwise, in Australia, bro,
There's not many, yeah?
I don't really know. Like, there's a lot of fitness people, up on the Gold Coast that I've met. But in terms of doing content with them, like, I don't know no one matches my style of content other than that guy in America or wherever he's from. So, not too sure. Like, I want to change and diversify my type of content a little bit more.
Yeah.
And incorporate more fitness lifestyle stuff. And there's people in Gold Coast that I would love to do that with. But in terms of my style type of videos, yeah, probably that guy because he brings the same energy.
That would be insane.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
I feel like Gold
What about
Coast,
you?
Me, if I'm going worldwide, like this is like top level. Probably like Logan Paul, Jake Paul type vibes.
That would be
But like a
fucking
skit
sick.
or something, like
Yeah.
something funny.
That would be sick.
I don't know why, just because they're so controversial. But
Yeah.
I'd like to do something with them like for a laugh. I don't know.
No, bro, I watch them all. I love them. I actually love
them too.
I'll be on the Stairmaster or something and I will watch them.
They're the type of people that rage bait and everyone thinks they're serious and that they're this and that. They're just literally rage baiting you and they're winning. Like they're laughing while people are hating on them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's the best, bro. But you know what I love about them as well is that side of things, but they're very business orientated and they're good business people and they're fucking hard workers. Like, bro, Jake Paul with his boxing and stuff, Logan with whatever else is they're doing, Prime and stuff. Like Prime send me shit all the time.
Yeah.
I love what those two boys are about, what those brothers are about.
Monster or Prime? We're going Monster.
Yeah, we're going Monster.
You can't beat Monster.
No, you can never beat Monster. I just fucking wish they've sent me stuff before.
Yeah. Do you have a solid collab with them, like a full sponsorship, or they just send you stuff?
They just sent me random stuff.
Monster, make sure you sponsor your boy, but sponsor us too. Man.
Yeah, I know.
We want slabs. We want discount codes.
No, but that would be like the ultimate goal. Like I would love to collab with a brand. If I don't come out with my own, because again, it's massive. Definitely. I would love to collaborate with an energy drink company that I align with.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to promote shit. I can't, if I don't like the drink, bro, I don't like the fucking drink.
100%.
But that's definitely something that I would love to do. I feel like I have to.
Nah, you do.
I've got to do it one day, man. I have to.
But you've promoted them so much for free as well.
Yeah.
So I reckon they should, man, honestly.
Well, that's why I was going to do my own, because the messages that I would receive, my dad's mid-50s, and if he's at the server getting a drink, he will pick up a Monster because I've just embedded it in his head that, like, when you think Monster, you think Matt Borg.
Yeah.
That's every comment that I've received, that's what I get.
We're not giving out health advice though.
Nah.
Because we don't want anyone to get a heart attack.
Hey, as long as it's sugar-free, bro, you're sweet. You're good.
Damn.
No overdosing on sugar over here, bro. No way.
I was going to ask you, do you go to church, or are you, close by your faith? Because you're Catholic, right? Are you close to your faith, or is that something that, you'd like to get into more, or you pray when you go through hard times? What's like your faith kind of level at?
It's not like anywhere high at all. Like I don't go to church or anything, and I can openly admit that. And I respect people that do it. Again, I feel like it's a belief thing. It's something that you need to do and want to do for yourself. I hate people trying to talk people into doing it. I think as though, but I have found, like, whenever there's an event or whatever, unfortunately a funeral or whatever, I always go. But I find if I'm going through a hard time, you tend to find yourself, you might say the odd prayer here and there, or I don't know what it is. I don't know why when I don't go to church, but it's more like a safe place thing. It's like if there's anyone up there that can hear me, I don't know. I feel like that's probably the only time where I sort of focus more on it.
Yeah. Are you spiritual? Like, do you feel like you can feel people's energy or like vibes, and like, you kind of believe in karma and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do believe in all that sort of stuff.
Or are you not really you're not really kind of focused on it?
I don't focus too much on it, but I do believe in karma, both good and bad. I feel like, when things are meant to be, they're meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. I do believe in all those type of things. Yeah. But when it comes to sort of faith and religion and stuff, I'm not too embedded in it. Like my head's not sort of there. And I don't want to say that I'd get down, like I'd love to get into it in the future or whatever, because to be honest, it's not a big priority to me. But in saying that, I am Catholic. I will go to church for a wedding. I'd love to get married in a church. But yeah, I'm not big on I don't go to church on a weekly basis.
And I think for you, the biggest thing is just being a good person and having good intentions.
Yeah.
And obviously those are the morals that you align with. So that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah. You're into your faith and stuff, aren't you?
I have recently, to be honest. After my trip to America, I came back and, I went through a lot of shit with my TikTok and my social media and all that type of stuff. I was getting banned all the time. All that bullshit I was going through. I feel like there was a point in my life where I was going so hard with the work that I was doing that I completely neglected family, friends, faith, and I was just going all out and worrying about the financial side of things and that type of stuff. And when it got all taken away from me, I kept getting banned. So last year it was a difficult year for me because I was getting banned all the time and, making new accounts. You would see, I was always following you on a new account and you're like, what the fuck, Tez, is this you? Well, now actually it's, touch wood, everything's all good now. And now I have the opportunity to continue my streaming because live streaming is my passion. I love it because that's my way of bringing value to people through, entertaining and, making people laugh and stuff. So I said to myself, this time, I'm not going to neglect my family. I'm not going to neglect my friends or my faith. And I'm going to make sure that if I have everything, then I'm going to be totally balanced spiritually, physically, emotionally. Because, sometimes when you start something new, you get so tunnel vision that you don't realize you're doing all that. So that's how I was feeling. So I said to myself that I'm going to go to church every weekend. I'm going to pray and, be close to my faith, even though I have this success with me. So it also keeps me grounded and humble as well. Because there's a lot of people I feel like that they have zero faith, and that's okay. Everyone's different. And they lose themselves because they don't have anything to kind of follow, or they don't have any moral or values to look up to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I just felt like, you know, it was my time to just have everything, like, because we have pillars in life, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. So you and obviously like your financial and career and all that. So if all those pillars are being satisfied, then I feel like you can't go wrong in life, you know? Having money is one thing, and that's fine. Everyone needs money to survive, to have finer things we like, you know, living luxuriously. But if you don't have good mental health, how can you enjoy that? You know, you don't want to be depressed with all that type of stuff, you know? You want to be at peace, but be successful and be a good person.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I mean?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
You're mentioning that you've, you know, been through failed relationships and stuff like that. What kind of lessons did you learn from, you know, a failed relationship, and what stuff would you do better in your next one?
I think you learn about yourself a lot when you go through a moment like that. So there was things about me that I learned in how I react to things and just emotionally. And becoming emotionally mature is something that I feel as though you need to go through something hard in order to realize where you're at and then be able to flip that script. So yeah, I went through a really, really shit time, and mentally I was at an all-time low. Physically, I fucking let myself go. I was unhappy. And then, you know, you do things that make you happy, that make you feel good. And it's crazy because everything is literally just a snowball effect. You do one thing for your mental health, and then you feel so good. Then physically you feel great. And then because you look good physically, mentally you feel good again. The ball keeps rolling. So doing things to overcome that and become mentally strong again. You know, you've got to be honest with yourself. Okay, you've got to look at yourself in the mirror and go, is that the person that I'm proud of? If you're not proud of yourself in the mirror, fix it. And in turn, relationships will then like benefit from it, both, you know, with a partner and just with your friends and family. So yeah, I learn a lot about myself in a relationship and how I want to be for myself. Because if you're good and you show up good, then it'll be good so long as you're holding your end of the bargain. But you also learn a lot about what you want in your life as well. So obviously we can't control people. We can't control what we do, but you know, you have a standard. You have a level of that you want to incorporate in your life because you know it sparks you up. It you know, it brings not motivation. It brings more life and love to your life. So, yeah.
So, what do you feel like a man should bring to the table when meeting a female for the first time, when being in a relationship? What qualities do you feel like a man should have, like the basic foundations, in order to have a successful relationship?
I think you need to be able to show up. Show up, that sense of security. You know, being that, a big thing is being that, you know, that 80% when your partner's 20%. And then vice versa, of course. But as a man, you need to be able to provide. Like I've come from a family of a male providing. But then again, being in a split, my mum also had to look after herself. So I think that day and age of, you know, men being controlling, men doing this, men doing that, I think it's sort of fading. And I actually, like, weirdly enough, yeah, I do want to be the man of the house. I want to provide. I want to do all that sort of stuff. And I will. I don't let anyone ever pay for me. I don't like that. It's an ego thing, I think, as well. Yeah. But I love a woman that's fucking driven and knows what she wants in her life. I don't think I can handle someone that's just going to be a leech. Yeah. But then a lot of trust and loyalty comes with that as well. Because someone with so much independence, you know, it can be a little bit daunting. But again, that's where, you know, your own traumas or whatever. Yeah,
communication and trust comes in it.
Trust and communication is massive.
Because if you don't have trust, you don't have anything.
You got nothing. Doesn't matter how much you fucking love the person. If there is no trust and communication is poor, you have nothing.
What do you feel like are some red flags in a girl? You can be honest.
There's a lot, bro.
Tell us a few.
Just a lack of respect.
That's a big thing, especially I've said this before in my podcast. As a man, if a woman disrespects you, it goes both ways. A man should be respectful to a female, but if a female disrespects a man, massive blow to their pride, their ego, their masculinity. You know what I mean? You have to be able to respect your man.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So respect's massive. If there's a lack of respect, it's horrible. Like I said, no drive. Like you don't have to be fucking, you don't have to shoot the stars out. But if you're just a bum on the couch, like no, that's a fucking red flag.
like do something with your life. Have a hobby. Have something that you want to work towards.
It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you're doing something. Don't be lazy. Just a lack of communication, man. Like if you can't communicate properly, it's just a red flag. And I feel, and just a lack of trust, man. Like I just feel like if they don't have that respect towards you, everything else sort of fails. Like if there's no respect, there's no trust, there's no love. I'm an affectionate person. Like, and I go above and beyond. I'm in a position now where I can go above and beyond for someone that I love. And yep, sometimes you get shot in the foot for it, fucking without a doubt. You live and you learn. But yeah.
Do you feel like long distance relationships work?
No.
That doesn't work out.
No. Long distance doesn't work unless there is a goal in mind. Now, not to say like there's so many long distance relationships that have worked, but I personally feel if you're not both on the same page about certain things, long distance can't work. Which sucks, bro. It does. It sucks, especially when you love a person. But yeah,
Unless like you have to be like overly like communicate like, you know, times 10. You got to communicate so much more.
You do.
You got to find ways to be intimate in terms of like, you know, small things like having dinner together through FaceTime, constantly be on the phone. Like it's hard especially if someone has trust issues, it's very hard to make that work. Not to say it's impossible, but it's very, very hard. You have to really, really love the person and go all out on them if you think that something long distance will work.
But you got to be able to see that, you know, you're going to be together on point, whether it's, you know, you're moving country, moving state, whatever the case may be. There has to be, and that's where the communication comes into play. You have to have an end goal of where that long distance, when it stops, when it comes to an end. Because it's hard to maintain. It is extremely hard to maintain.
Would you ever move for someone, or do you always see yourself living in Melbourne?
This is a good question. This is a triggering question. I feel like I'm a big family person, and I've always said to myself that I want to raise my kids around family. And again, it comes down to, you know, I've unfortunately been raised in a separated family, and feeling like everything's whole is important to me. So yes, I've always said I will raise my family in Melbourne, but in the same breath as well, now, you know, we're in the online space. You can make money from wherever you are.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to moving somewhere. But in this current point in time, I want to be based in Melbourne for the future, for my kids and being around their family. Because family is the most important thing, bro. I know, you know, people that aren't blood related feel sometimes more family than your own actual family. But at the end of the day, bro, your family's always going to be there. Doesn't matter what you do. You know, you might not talk to them for a bit, they'll always be there for you. Your friends will come and go.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They got no obligation to stay.
Definitely.
But your blood will always be your blood. So it's almost like not an obligation to them, but it's like, you know, they're always going to be there. You know, you want your kids to be around their grandparents.
Yeah.
You know, our parents one day are looking forward to us having kids, because it's like it's the next generation, and they'll be so nurturing towards it. Moving countries or moving states, bro, would be difficult. Because then it's like they're not raised around their family, not raised around their blood.
Yeah.
So
I love how you use your experience, obviously with your, you know, having separated parents and growing up like that, and you've told yourself, I don't want to live like that because I've felt really shit at times, so I don't want my kids to ever go through that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's hard, bro.
And sometimes it goes two ways, man, because
Yeah.
a lot of people fall off the wagon and it makes them worse and it fucks them up. Or it'll motivate you and it'll be like, I went through that, but I don't want my kids to go through that. And you have the right mentality, bro. So that's really good to hear.
Yeah. No, it's tough, bro. And it's not something I speak about a lot at all.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever really speak about it. And it's actually something I've only ever sort of came to terms with not too long ago and realized why I am the way I am. And it is a fear. It's a trauma thing. It's a fear of going through that. It's the fucking last thing I ever want to go through or put my kids through or put myself through. It's shit. It's horrible. So, yeah, like I said, my parents did well. They're on very great terms. They talk. Everything's great. I'm very blessed and fortunate. But I've seen other family members and friends that don't talk to their parents or their parents fucking hate each other, can't be in the same room. I don't want to ever get
To that.
like that at all. I want a family to be whole. Like that. I want to feel what a family should feel like.
Love that.
Yeah.
And finally, 3 things that you're grateful for. I asked every guest this. What are 3 things that you're grateful for in life?
My health, my circle, family, my close friends and family. I'm very grateful for my family because, you know, they pulled me out of situations where sometimes you struggle to see the light out of. And I'd have to say, like now, I'd have to say the community that I've built.
Yeah.
Because without them, I don't get to live the life that I've worked my ass off to build. But with their trust and support, none of this would be possible, bro.
I feel your community is massive.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you're like, you see it build from the ground up and you see like the OGs that are there and then people knew that coming and like from 1, it becomes 50 and you're like, wow, I did this, you know?
Yeah.
So it's good to see, man. I'm so glad to see you and so happy to see that you're doing well. It's the best thing ever, man. It makes me so happy because you deserve it, bro. You deserve it all. So I wanted to say once again, thanks for coming on the podcast. 1 hour went quick. It went so quick. I swear to God, I feel like it hasn't been a podcast. We've just been catching up.
Yeah, literally.
Which is amazing. But guys, episode 5 with Matt Borg. Make sure you guys follow him on Insta, Matt Borg with 2 Gs. And on TikTok, same, Matt Borg, right? TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Also, make sure you guys check out his page, give him a follow. This is going to be uploaded on Spotify and Apple Music. So once again, thanks, Matt. And we'll see you guys for episode 6. Thank you and goodbye.